Alright, in this video we're going to go over how to get started and do some basic video editing with the WeVideo editing software. So to start off, you're just going to go to wevideo.com and then you're going to sign in with Google. And if you're new to this, it's going to ask you a bunch of sharing permissions. Just click allow. I already have an account, so I'm just going to get started and log in. Alright, so this is where you should be once you get set up and logged in. At this point, you should hopefully have the videos that you recorded uploaded to your Google Drive, and now you need to transfer them from your Google Drive to WeVideo. So you're going to do that by clicking this Upload Your Content button here, and then once your videos are ready, click Browse to select, and then for me it just appears on my hard drive, but on your Chromebooks it should just open up a window where you can search for your videos. The next thing that you need to do is create a new project, so you're going to scroll down and click Create New here. And then you should see that once you have a new project, all the videos that you uploaded before should automatically pop up on the screen. And now that we have a new project set up, we can begin to edit and start creating our video. So I'm going to start off with a title screen, and you can find what you need for that by clicking the text button up here. And I'm going to use this first option, so I'm just going to click and drag it down to the bottom here. And you can see these video 2 and video 1 sections. This is where all of your editing is going to go. So you can use either one or both of these tracks, depending on how you want to do it. So now I have my title screen, but so I'm going to click on it and drag it into the video 1 box down here. Now you can see that the film strips animation is a little bit wider than the text animation above it, which means that this would take more time if I were to leave it there as is. So if you click on it and move your mouse over to the right hand side, you'll see this little arrow icon pop up, and you can just move the video over so that will line up with the text above it. So now let's give this a try. So already it definitely looks much better than just the plain background before it. So you can use all different types of animations to make your video title screen as appealing as possible. So now that we have the title screen all set up, we're going to actually start including the video uploads. So we're going to go to the top left icon here. This is where all your video uploads will be stored. And then you're going to take your first recording, and then I'm going to drop it in the video 2 row right after the text. And then you should see that if I play this from the beginning, the new video should pop up right after the text ends. And there it is. So I'm going to go ahead and include the next video clip here. And same thing should happen. And we have a smooth transition there as well. But I think it would be a little bit better if our transitions were animated instead of just cutting directly from one clip to the next. So I'm going to show you how to do that as well. We're going to start by going to this half filled in square icon up here. And these are some of our different transitions. So to see what these look like, you can click on one, kind of similar to the animations before, and then click play, and you can see what it looks like to go from one scene to another scene using that transition. So there are plenty to choose from. I really like this rainbow one, so I'm going to start by using that. And to do this, you're just going to click it and drag it right in between the two video blocks that you want to transition. So there it is. So if I go a little bit before the text and then click play, I can see this transition in action. So there you go. It works, and now this is starting to come along, look a little bit more professional. But these two clips don't have a transition between them, so I'm going to go ahead and put a different one, but instead I'm going to use this page curl transition here. So same thing, click and drag it and then drop it between the two video clips, and then let's test it out, see how it looks. And there we go, looks great. Another thing that you might want to know how to do is cropping your videos. And this is something that you would do if while you were recording you got a little bit of extra footage that you don't actually want to be in the final product, or if you just want to take part of your video clip out for some reason. So to do that, you would click on the cursor here and then drag it over to the exact time that you want to cut out, and then you would click the scissor icon here, and then that divides the video clip into two separate sections. So if my intent is to delete the second section, I can just click on it and click the delete key, and away it goes. In my case though, I actually want to keep that there, so I'm just going to do Control Z to undo. And this is a great technique to use, not just for Google Docs, but it also works in WeVideo as well. So another thing you might want to do is add some background audio to your project. But to start off, I have to actually add a new track to my editor, since right now I only have these video 1 and video 2 tracks. I don't have any audio yet. So I'm going to click on the plus icon right here, and it's going to give you the option to add a video or an audio track. We want an audio in this case. And then I'm going to click OK, and you should see that the audio 1 track now appears right below this video 1. Now I'm going to go up to this musical note icon here, and you can see that we have a wide variety of sound bites to choose from, so feel free to check them out and pick one that best suits your interests or what you're looking for your project. And to do that, same as with the transitions or with the animations, just click on one and then hit the play button, and you can see what they sound like. So in my case, I want this audio track right here, so I'm going to drag it into the audio 1. And you can see that this is really long. It takes up a lot of space. So if I just left it as is, this would go for the entire video almost. A lot more than that, actually. And that might be what you want, but in my case, I only want to have the audio for the title screen. So just like we were doing before, I'm going to move the cursor over here and click the scissor icon to crop this audio out, and now I can delete the excess portion over here. Now we can go ahead and test this out and see what it sounds like. And there we go. So the audio only lasted as much time as I needed, and then it cut out immediately after that. But you can make it last as long or short as you want, depending on what you want to use it for. The last video editing technique I want to show you today is how to add ending credits to your video. So for that, I'm going to go back to this text icon here that we went to at the very beginning when we added the title screen. Except this time I'm going to choose the end credits option, drag and drop right at the end of my video, and then just like before, it has some default text here, but we don't want it to just say name. We want it to be personalized to what we want. So I'm going to click on it, and now I can go ahead and edit it. So I'm going to put my name in instead of the word name, and just copy and paste to make it easier. And now I'll click Done Editing since I don't need to do anything more with this. And there we go. So now I have my ending credits scene at the very end of my video. And that's pretty much it in terms of video editing techniques. I definitely could do some more stuff with this. I could add a transition in between these two clips. I could add background to this and maybe even some audio as well. But I'm going to leave it off there for now since I showed you how to do that already, and move on to the last part of video editing that you need to know, which is how to publish. So we're going to start by going up to the finish icon up top and clicking on it. Here it's going to ask us to set a name for our video. I'm going to call this Rocket Launch. And here you have a couple options for the quality of your video and where you publish it to. You could do higher quality, but the 480p is going to be a little bit faster to publish. So if you're on a time crunch, you might want to go with this option over here. So for now, I'm going to do that. And the next thing that you need to do is choose your publishing destination. YouTube is definitely preferred, but if you can't do that, and sometimes your WeVideo account may give you some trouble with this, publishing to Google Drive is just fine. But either way, choose the location you want to publish to and click on it. And then after that, you're just going to click the Finish Video button at the bottom of the screen. I'm a little zoomed in right now, so you can't see it, so I'm just going to zoom out, and there it is. So let's go ahead and click on it. And now my video is queued for publishing, and it should start in a little bit. So now the video is done publishing. Just wanted to save you the trouble of having to wait for it while you're watching this video. You may notice here that it shows that my video is only 1 minute long, and then over here it says I've used 1 minute out of my total 5. When you start a WeVideo account, it will only let you use 5 minutes, but you can get around that by getting a special code from me that will help give you some more time. So when it comes time to publish, definitely call me over and I'll be happy to help you get that code so you'll be able to publish your full video. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys learned what you need to, and good luck getting your video projects done.